we are running.
Since you're at your dreams, maybe I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You got some dreams, okay? Some of you in this room don't have any dreams. The first thing you got to get by is your relatives. You cannot say lies without saying relatives. Families, lies. Next thing you got to get by is past your friends. Next thing is just your general guilt. You're not worthy. The next thing are pessimists. The next thing is society. The next thing's fear. No wonder you never reach your goals. Everybody in this room can relate to that little slide. Some families are the worst. Some your own guilt. Most of you don't, for example, most of you don't like the way you look. You're too fat. You're too skinny. Your aren't big enough. You're too big. Your ass isn't big enough. Your ass is too big. I don't have a six-pack. I got a six-pack. And I can go on and on and on. Self-esteem is built the first 7 or 8 years of life. Who are you with the first 7 or 8 years of life? Mom, maybe dad. What do they know about building self-esteem? I rest my case. Part of the QLA system is doing something that takes you out of your comfort zone every day. It's harder, but you can learn. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. I asked you, would you like your kids to be like you? I know the answer. I asked you, would you like your kids to be like your parents? I know the answer. Would you like you see, you have nothing, you can't do anything like your parents or grandparents, right? They're there. But would you like your kids to turn out like a bums that you chill with, that you hang with? I know the answer to that too. And you can't blame your parents or grandparents, only but indirectly, because you chose those 5 mates. Nobody chose those but you. And you chose because you had low self-esteem, no self-esteem, no self-confidence whatsoever. And that you can blame your parents for. What we're here about is the psychology of the high performer. And the reason that you're so poor at it is because you've had no high performance role models. Virtually none. And you've tried to live vicariously by blogs, etc., of other people that are purportedly high performers. Now, an interesting exercise would be, and I know all the names, is to list all the names and then see how many follow each one of them. And I'm here to tell you, 1,000%, 1,000,000 pounds I put on it. I can guess who's the number 1, 2, and 3 on your score sheets. How do you know that, Dan? Other than I'm a genius, but other than that, because I know which ones sell you the biggest load of shit. And basically anybody can do it. See, if you're trained as a kid like this, you have no fear. You have no fear. People say, why am I fearless? Well, I'm going to show you one of the reasons. Because that's me when I'm 13 years old with Jackie the Lion. My dad exposed me to a lot of rough shit growing up. My mother's off camera here on the left in hysterics. Once you become fearless, life becomes limitless. I'm not going to ask you, one of the homework assignments we have, it's online, is what are you afraid of? Some of you have a longer list of what you're not afraid of than what you're afraid of. Why? Because you saw what your parents were afraid of. You saw what your grandparents were afraid of. You saw what your older brother was afraid of.
You entertainment seeking. E, did you see Power? Absolutely not. Did you see the Game of Thrones? Absolutely not. I'm trying to blow up. I don't got time for the Game of Thrones. I'm playing my own games. I'm trying to sit on the throne. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a throne. I'm just saying, for real, some of you broke and you still entertained. Like, I'm not even tripping on those of you who got money and you comfortable and you want to chill and watch it. I'm talking about those of you who are complaining about your job. You ain't got no money and you sitting here complaining about, but then you watching all the TV programs. That's a have-not mentality. The rich person made Game of Thrones. They don't even watch it like you watch it. You sitting there in a house that you can't even afford. You in your mama's basement watching Game of Thrones. You just comfortable. I just need to come out right now. See, give me a device on the next one. We can just start hitting folks in the face. Just blah. I need to bring you to your senses. You in your mama's basement watching TV. All right. Pleasure before payment. For real, you like to get, you do things that you can't afford. For real, you do stuff you can't afford. And then you don't understand that this society is built rich off of people who like pleasure before payment.
What are you going to do with the time you have left? I say that if you don't reposition yourself, you could miss the best time in your life, in this season of life. Because we have got to change the way we think. We have got to change the way we function. We have got to change the way we deal with issues. And the reason that you have to begin to reposition the way you think and the way you function and the way you feel is that we many times are stuck between the lines of limited thinking and limited people and limited ideas and limited philosophies, and there's something creative down inside of you saying, let there